This is Rashad Penny. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Penny, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. An update now from down in Houston. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
At the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to Isaiah McKenzie. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
The first down carry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
The ball carry.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Bills' first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Carr now on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On the play. First down, Bills.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Devontae Adams. Touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Titans 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now we're shot Petty. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. We're just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 17.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his running back Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to James.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On play action, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
3rd and 1.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Sliding out of the pocket, and his throw here's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
3rd down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, now Carr. And Ingram holds it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
Second and 5 now. Carr, they set up the screen to Penny. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rashad Penny, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Titans 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Ingram. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Watch the screen. Pass. Kill.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Adelman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To number 17.
Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
49-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Austin Hooper brings up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming, but that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He's brought down.
Solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
interception.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mahomes now on first down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And 8 at the Titans' 46-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a play fake. Carr. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Allen Robinson.
12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Score, Bills 42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style of flow.